Deadpool has officially been crowned the King of the Monsters in the Marvel Universe. This title was bestowed upon Deadpool when he turned Staten Island into Monster Island, naming himself King. Of course, this isn't the only or first time that a special, iconic character was deemed the King of the Monsters, reigning supreme over a monster island. Godzilla has held the title of King of the Monsters since 1956 with the English release of Godzilla, which was renamed Godzilla King of the Monsters for American audience. For many, he stands as the undisputed King of the Monsters. Deadpool here is coming in to steal his thunder. So let's beg the question, who is the better king, Godzilla or Deadpool? A king is not just about strength. Being a king isn't just about power or strength. It's also about the authority to lead. If Godzilla and Deadpool were to fight, there is no question who would win. It doesn't matter if you pit Deadpool against the Showa, Heisei, Millennium, Legendary or Sin iterations of Godzilla. Godzilla will win. An argument can be made that Deadpool might kill the 1998 and Hanna-Barbera versions of Godzilla, but even then it would be a narrow victory. Deadpool can regenerate and he has weapons. It has been reinforced that the military is almost powerless against Godzilla. Tanks pose no threat to Godzilla. When the military manages to win, it's only due to a multifaceted, coordinated assault or literally creating a gigantic robot, sometimes built around the remains of another Godzilla. Deadpool would never be able to pull this off. Deadpool as a king. But a king is more than just a powerhouse monsters can follow. Kings need to govern their people, rule them through positive and constructive examples just as much as basic leadership skills. Deadpool is not nearly as bad as King as he at first appears. He manages to stand up against Captain America to protect the sanctity of his people while also having to fighting off a monster hunter, slaying the beasts all collected on Staten Island. This hunter turns out to be Kraven the Hunter, and Deadpool, standing as king, uses his diplomacy and fighting skills to keep his monsters safe, or at least as safe as can be. Deadpool stands as a fairly good king, at least so far in the story. The whole narrative hasn't panned out yet, so we have yet to see if Deadpool can actually protect his monsters from Kraven in the long term, or even keep Monster Island in one piece. Godzilla as king. Godzilla only merits wearing the title of King of the Monsters in two continuities, the Showa and Legendary continuities. In the Heisei and Millennium continuities, Godzilla fights monsters but is entirely self-serving. He has no real relationship with any other monsters that doesn't end in antagonism. This is even more true for Shin Godzilla, who is purely just a chaotic animal in a constant state of rage. However, both the Showa and legendary Godzillas prove themselves to be very different kings. Showa Godzilla, despite having the title of King of the Monsters, gradually inherits the title of King of the Monsters. He manages to protect the Earth and his companions, keeping monsters safely contained on Monster Island until the world needs saving, but he never feels like a real king, just the strongest guy there. By contrast, legendary Godzilla is a king. All monsters bow before him. He rises to a challenge in the form of Ghidorah. When the monstrous alien dragon arrives, he has temples built to his glory where he heals. The monster world rises and bows before his majesty. He is capable of declaring war on humanity or healing it. He can quell entire conflict on a global scale with a mere glare. As a king, Deadpool might be a better king than Showa's Godzilla, but compared to the legendary Godzilla, Deadpool is a wet rag. Long live the king.